Hi everybody. Today we're doing something a little different. We're gonna be having a little conversation, a little talk about some of our favorite things, food, right? Everybody loves food.
Yum.
Okay, so
Yum.
with me today is the crew of this place, the coolest crew in this whole station. Our DJ Kels,
What's up?
Oh yeah.
Armando,
Hello.
and Josho.
Hi.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So what kind of food what kind of food journey are we going on today, Kobe?
The best kind, the ones we can eat.
That makes
It
sense.
does actually, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you expand on that for me?
So my thought was that a lot of us really like food that tastes good, but at the same time, the food that tastes really good is the food that is usually not the best for us. So does anybody have any ideas on food that tastes like really good, or some food that you've discovered or have even made yourselves that anybody wants to share or just talk about, or even just food you have found recently that you turned out to find really liked, something kind of new?
What you guys think?
Well, through film experiences and being an extra in the New Mexico film industry, you get exposed to a lot of cool food, and so like I don't know how many people have tried it, but I really tried swordfish for the first time like a few months ago, and
That's a favorite.
it tasted like it really does
Chicken.
taste like chicken. It's very juicy. The
I didn't even know you
tenderness.
could eat that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
serious.
the
It's probably
best
super
fish.
expensive though. I don't know, but
You have to duel somebody with it to actually eat it.
yeah, but
It
no,
is good.
it is super good. Yeah, I've been doing that, and then like thanks to DJ Kells, he's a pescatarian for health reasons, and so I've learned about eating like healthier, and people are like, there's vegan options, and I'm all like, hey, you can eat meat and just compromise and eat some.
Eat healthy, yeah.
It's good to eat healthy. Like you don't have to eat meat all the time, but like it's good to explore like food options, or like personally like turkey burgers, or not turkey burgers, but like like the black bean burger, vegan burgers. I like vegan burgers. Like I like how they taste, but like I don't like how unfilling they are. Like I need a few, but like I understand. Like, it's
I
inspired
need
me.
a few.
Yeah, because I'm all like,
Just gotta make a big one.
like something I say personally is like I eat it and I'm like, well, I understand why all these vegan people are in such good shape. They're hungry all the time. So
They're
I'm like,
hungry all the time.
so I'm like, okay, I understand, but yeah, I can't do that because I'm hungry all the time. So
I mean,
Big Mac.
yeah, oh yeah, Big Mac. I like Big Macs. They're not good for you, but they are good.
I mean, like, hey,
I
Big
know
Macs, that's a standard burger right there. You can't really do anything wrong with that.
And then I think I noticed coming from the pesco side,
Yeah.
like if you go to some of these fast food places, that you can actually start substituting the patty so you can get like a veggie Big Mac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No way.
If McDonald's did it. But if you went to Burger King, you can get that
Oh.
replica one.
That Impossible Burger? I was gonna
and
ask
then-
you about that
And then
too.
ask them, because I
Nice.
asked the substitute to
How does
see if
that
they would
taste?
do it,
Is
and
it-
they're like, yeah, sure, why not? I don't see why not. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not the same. I just thought throw that out there just in case. But nah, it was pretty cool.
We tried what was it? What was the burger at Carl's Jr.?
Oh, the Beyond Meat burger.
Beyond Meat. Yeah, that was a
It's-
good one.
I had one yesterday. They did really well.
So,
Yeah,
like,
that one.
is there like an Infinity and Beyond Meat? What's the difference there? Like, is it just like another name for the Impossible Burger?
I think it's the brand. Like one's Beyond Meat and the other one's Impossible or something like that. I'm not entirely sure
It's just
because
it's just like the nickname Beyond Meat
and since
is going
they're-
as like it's grass based, or
Yeah, it's
soy or bean, or it's vegetarian basically is when they say that.
yeah, and there always has to be different ones since all those fast food chains are competing and can't I mean you could team up, but I'm sure that's against somebody's interest in there somewhere. So
I mean, hey, why work together when you can try to get all the money for yourself, right?
I mean McDonald's is winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's it's not exactly a competition when everybody thinks of fast food. The only two things are two golden arches that come up with a clown smiling at you.
And actually, speaking and even going into fast food, I saw there's a documentary that I watched, and they were talking about how India, the country of India, they've had an influx of fast food, and that's something. It's a problem because it's battling their culture, because now kids that are like Joe Show's age and younger, they don't care about learning how to make curry or whatever their grandma knows how to make, like keeping the culture going.
Dang.
They're more like, yo, I'm trying to double arc it.
I'm
and
trying to get a
Big Mac.
burger.
Or no, they don't eat burgers. It's India. I think they don't eat cows there,
no,
right?
cows are very sacred.
Yeah,
so
India.
no beef.
It's probably like sheep or something, but
It could be sheep. It could be lamb. It might even be horse meat too.
Lamb is good.
But I don't know. We'd have to study more about that. But yeah, she was saying like, hey, there's 1 billion people. That's way more than America, friends, and they're having a fast food crisis. We are a fast food crisis. Like,
Yeah.
that's not good. Like,
That's not good.
that's
No,
I think
1
For
billion
sure.
people. Like, that's scary, dude.
But I mean, like, one of the great things about living down here is that there are it has a really deep and tight connection with your food culture. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the people that live here have their own recipes, all that different kind of stuff, and it's something that I find like really really great because a lot of it's tasty food, but
Yeah.
it's not like fast food.
Yeah, and it's cool because you can make all of your favorite food. You just you make it a little different, a little healthier, and still tastes the same. Like transitioning to almond milk from dairy milk, that was huge.
Oh yeah, that's great for someone who's allergic to almonds.
And not even. Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Kobe.
You can,
Sorry.
there's
Yeah.
coconut milk and soy
Soy
milk
milk.
and yeah.
Cashew milk.
Well, no, because I might be. Is it just almonds or like all nuts?
It's just almond. The
Okay.
one
Almond.
nut that's supposed to
So
be the
he's
best
good.
nut I can't eat.
Yes.
Strawberry milk.
Yeah.
How is food and health connected?
Oh, okay. So food and health go together because when you exercise and eat correctly, you can maintain your weight. We were exploring as a band during practice. My guitarist was like, how many calories? Like it's like I weighed 168 or something that day, and it was like, how many calories do I have to eat in order to just stay like where I am without having to care about exercise or anything like that? I have to put away 1,700 calories a day just to maintain
Yeah.
where I'm at.
I got you.
And I don't
understand.
even come close to that. And then like in Deming where I work, their trainers all like, he's like hard about like, oh, eat 2,000 calories a day, and you're just like,
Yeah.
but it's important because
if you're
it's
like
all
a
like,
bodybuilder, yeah, eat
Yeah.
2,000 calories. Go ahead.
but that's just like, I mean, it
That's
just
true.
kind of depends on height and weight and things like that. But no, yeah, it's
Yeah.
important because you eat well and then you get more energy and you exercise and you start burning everything, and then you try to eat McDonald's and you're like, man, my stomach really hurts. Like,
Yeah, that's what it was
what's
like
in
for
this?
me after
Yeah.
wrestling season because
Yeah.
I had been like eating
get healthy?
basically
Yeah.
nothing.
Ooh.
Like
I mean, like-
cucumbers, and
Wow.
then like after wrestling season, I was like, I'm gonna have a big old cake, and then
Oh,
that
that's
didn't
right.
go.
I remember the cake.
Yeah, I
You
had
have
to-
like a sliver of cake and then you're like, oh, I'm full.
yeah, I felt pretty
I'm-
gross.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
All that sugar, you're all like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah,
I
when
miss
you eat healthy
sugar.
like that, after a while, and you start to and you try to go back and eat kind of some junk food, your
Yeah.
body definitely doesn't agree with it. You're
Yeah.
just like, ugh.
I wonder if the opposite has that same effect. Like if you eat like almost a constant stream of junk food and starting to eat healthy all of a sudden, will that have the same effect on your body? Will it have a negative reaction to eating like a
Well,
vegetable
yeah.
after like 2 years of not eating vegetables?
Yeah,
I mean,
most of
yeah.
the time people don't want to eat vegetables. They're gonna keep eating junk.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I hear that since I switch up my diet, I get jokes all the time. So people all the time like, oh, I can't stop eating this. I can't stop eating that. So
I mean, you can. You just have to stop buying it.
yeah, and
I mean,
after a while and little by little, for me to transition, I just one by one kind of cut out stuff.
That's
And-
exactly the same thing that I was
so-
doing, man. Just I was trying not. I have a real hard time trying not to eat what's in the house. So I got in my head
Yep.
that everything I'm buying is really expensive, so I need to stop so I save
Yeah.
money,
And
and
that's
that's my
how you
excuse
do
for
it.
not
That's
eating all
good.
the bad stuff.
So what kind of stuff do you make whenever at home, Kobe? Because I know we've talked about like Beyond Meat and all that stuff, but you guys haven't. I want to hear what food you guys have been exploring.
Well, one of my favorite things from my family made is something called chicken spaghetti,
Okay.
which is basically almost like a chicken enchilada, but instead of the tortillas and stuff, we use little broken spaghetti pieces in
Okay.
there, and we cook it like that. But as anybody who knows, pasta's not good for you as much as I wish it was. I love pasta.
Yeah.
I do too.
So what we did
Carbs.
was we substituted pasta with cauliflower,
Oh.
and you know what? It actually turns out really well. It goes good with the chicken. It goes great with the cheese. It gets a real nice spice from some green from some green chilies we get
Is it-
around here.
Is it as filling as the pasta?
You know what? Actually, it kind of is even more so.
Oh, that's good.
You eat a lot more pasta, but the cauliflower is bigger.
Yeah.
So it's really you're eating the same amount.
Like the volume.
But yeah, like the volume is the same, but it's both better for you, and it's just, it really I think it's more filling because. As much as I love the chicken and the cheese and stuff, the pasta is what's going to make me keep eating.
Yeah.
Because actually, something kind of interesting. Pasta is actually designed to do that. It's made to not make you feel as full as it was.
As it is doing to you.
Yeah, there it is. That's what I'm trying to say.
What kind of sauce do you use for your pasta?
My dad made something kind of special with it when he was making enchilada sauce.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people down here use just like cream of mushroom.
Yeah.
So cream of mushroom soup, I believe.
The go-to, yeah.
Yeah.
Cream of chicken.
What we use is
Cream of chicken.
what we use is a combination of cream of celery, cream of mushroom, and cream of chicken.
There's a cream of celery. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You can buy them at like Albertsons or
Walmart
Save Mart.
stuff,
Yeah, stuff like that. But you buy all three. We mix it together with some green chilies, and make like a good sauce on it. And we pour it over. Like what we do with enchiladas, we do it lasagna style instead of rolling up in rolls, which I personally like better. 'Cause you can just cut a piece off the corner, and that's just what I like.
You got the layers, and it doesn't unroll on you by accident or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds.
What about you, Josho?
Yeah, Josho. What other than cucumbers?
I don't know. I've been eating I try to eat cucumbers so that way whenever I want I can eat something really unhealthy like chocolate. Like yesterday I had 5 chocolate bars.
Yum, what kind?
Caramel and almond.
Yes.
But every time my mom wants to cook some meat, I always tell her to put Sazon on everything.
Really?
It's like my new favorite thing.
Is it?
What's that?
It is good.
Sazon's like a little Mexican spice.
It's a seasoning, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
hot.
so good.
I got put onto that in El Paso. It is
It's
good.
so I have it in El Paso too.
Because EP knows, dude. They know about
Yeah.
it. They got good food out there.
I was like, we need to try this more often. It's
Yeah.
so good.
What about Saturday free eating days and the cost of food?
So
You know what?
Saturday free eating days, like
A cheat
so
day.
So do you guys on the weekends or on
okay.
certain days do you guys have cheat days?
I mean, yeah.
What do you enjoy on your cheat days? Because it's good to stay well-rounded. You don't have to eat healthy all the time, friends. You got to be happy in life.
Pizza.
Bread.
Oh,
Bread?
bread for sure.
What kind of bread? Like a loaf of bread, a slice of bread, like a bread pudding.
A mixture of toast,
French
a sandwich, maybe
Oh.
French toast, something,
Yum.
whatever
A
bread.
bread sandwich.
Look, you know what? One of the worst things I ever had was on a cheat day was spaghetti, like a bowl of regular spaghetti with tomatoes on and stuff. But I used to when I was a kid, and I still do it now too. I get a slice of bread, I put the spaghetti inside of it, eat it like that.
Yeah,
that's
So good.
it's really good, but I can guarantee it's one of the worst things you could probably put in your mouth.
Probably. It's not healthy, but it tastes delicious.
Oh yeah.
No.
What about you, Joshua? What's your cheat day? Other
Chocolate.
foods? Just the candy?
I love chocolate.
Me
I have an
too.
addiction to chocolate.
I had it pretty bad, and then I started eating healthy. And now I can only eat like a few candy bars, and I have to tap out.
Even when I'm eating healthy, that's the one thing I can't break away from is chocolate.
I think my weakness is vanilla Coke. If someone has a vanilla Coke, I won't ask. I'm just gonna get it. Thanks for your contribution.
Mondo does that.
You know, some kind of
Oh no! I
That's
forgot
all right.
about that.
That's for another day.
I
We won't
forgot
get
about
into that.
Oh
Just,
man,
just watch your food and drinks around Mondo.
we'll go into that's another discussion. But yeah,
it's called the food stealing discussion.
it's
Yeah.
no, it's called unprotected food. You can ask my family about that. That's a whole a whole other realm. So what okay. What about you, Kels? I don't know. What's your cheat day look like?
You already know French fries.
I know.
French fries.
French fries.
Potatoes,
Fries.
delicious.
There's a fry
I mean,
plate.
it's if they're like if I went to a specific restaurant that maybe was a little bit more natural, organic, and they're serving French fries, it might come out healthier. But
Yeah.
you might catch me at like Jack in the Box or McDonald's getting some fries, and then running by, running to Walmart. But,
There's a
Come in with like
Yeah.
an overcoat and like sunglasses and a hat, just like make sure nobody sees him. He's like, he like takes it out of his overcoat and puts it on the conveyor, scans it quick, and
Yeah.
puts it back.
puts it back and stuff. I don't need a bag.
he opens the trench coat and there's like different flavors of fries. He's like, which one do you need, man?
Yeah, I
got
mean, you can
Wendy's.
get
I
In
got
his
Jack in the
pockets,
Box.
he has a bunch of like sauces, like Szechuan sauce,
Oh,
ketchup, the
man.
whole shebang.
I think that's a weakness too. I love sauce or
Sauce is
anything
good.
on top of it. Yeah,
Def-
you can
There's
spice it up.
You know, if you want to try a sauce that doesn't have a lot of carbs or calories, have you ever tried horseradish?
Oh yes.
Horseradish is a good sauce
right.
to get.
True.
For me, it was a great substitute for like ketchup or hot sauce because it doesn't have all that vinegariness of hot sauce.
I
Yes.
love hot sauce.
I mean, hot sauce is great, but for me, it's really vinegary. But horseradish sauce, it still has all that spice in it,
Just less vinegar.
less vinegar, and it's basically just a kind of a mayo with the horseradish mixed in, and it's
It's got a little.
Nice.
Horseradish.
It's got that nay flavor.
So what? I guess maybe last question. What? I guess what change? Like what changes do you guys want to make now from here on out? Like kind of to, you know.
More chocolate.
I'll,
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll admit it for the world, so that way they know. I just need
Or
to.
sacrifices, or you know what I'm saying, to obtain your diet and
I need to.
stuff.
I need to actually cook my own food more often. That's a big thing. I need to be more independent about that. I like to get down on like calzones and steak and things, but I should probably get good at like fried rice or pasta. Things
No,
that.
we just discussed how pasta was not good for you.
Yeah,
Come
but-
on,
pasta
Mondo.
and rice isn't good for you. It's full of carbs.
Remember this, friends. You can always work off all that food that you ate. So if you don't,
Actually, a good
Exercise.
substitute for pasta is spaghetti squash.
spaghetti.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
you know what?
That's completely right.
I think we had some of that somewhere recently.
I love spaghetti squash.
It was very good. Yeah, it was just all. It just looked like you were just like, oh look, it looks like spaghetti, and then you eat it. You're like, oh, it's just squash with tomato.
yeah.
What about you, Kobe?
My hardest thing really is keeping my portions in control. I'm eating what I consider to be pretty good for myself, like more vegetables, more meats, more stuff like that. But I'm eating a lot of it
Yeah.
just because I'm kind of bored, and when you're bored, you just want to eat something.
Yeah,
So I need to just control that habit of just not eating when I'm bored.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about you, Joe Show?
I need stronger willpower. I see chocolate and I'm like, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
finally, I need to tell myself when and where I need to eat chocolate.
There you go.
I mean, I'm pretty healthy. I eat vegetables and I work out, so chocolate's not that bad.
Yeah.
That makes sense
We
though.
don't-
But I'm
we
like
don't.
you. Yeah. Once I need to cut back on the fries and the carbs, I guess.
Oh,
And
not
you
the
know, I
carbs.
do okay because I have to eat like that because of diet wise and health wise. But yeah, those
It's
French
a lot
fries
of little
are
things.
those
Yeah.
little things.
Like I drink my
yeah.
coffee black now.
Yeah.
I don't put cream and sugar and all
And that's
that.
how it is supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I lose that
Way
one.
more
I like
healthier.
creamer with my, or I like coffee with my creamer. There you go.
I'm trying. Something big I did. I substituted all my drinks for water.
That's a
I took out
yeah.
like soda, juice, coffee, everything. It's now just solid water.
Water.
It was one of the hardest things I've done.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's good for your soul. Yeah,
Mhm.
Well,
definitely.
that's good. Well, we appreciate you guys here. The Learning Action Buffet with some health tips and some exercise. I hope you guys were tuning in here at KTALLP 101.5 FM. It's your boy DJ Kells, Joe Show.
Hey.
What's up? Kobe,
Hey,
Mondo.
Yo,
All right then. Appreciate you guys here at KTALLP 101.5. It's the Learning Action Buffet.
and don't forget to listen in on
Wednesdays.
radioktal.org, and we also
Yeah.
rebroadcast on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. So we're out
Yeah.
here, and we
Shout
want
out.
you to listen.
Yes, you heard it. So
Yes.
listen up. Thank you.
Please.
now.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right, Kobe. So, we'll move into another subject. So, what are some of the recipes or like foods that you grew up with, like aside from like eating healthy and stuff? Like, what built your culture and your childhood coming up?
Like one of the things that I love that I got from my grandmother was her chicken and dumplings.
Okay.
She made those like homemade. She made like really big, like thick dumplings, and even today my mother tries to recreate it. It doesn't taste the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where that unless it probably will never taste the same unless she makes it again. You know what I mean?
Like that extra layer of love and the secrets.
Not there was that, but the other thing we theorize is that it was the water we're using down here too.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a distinct.
water is a big thing.
That
does
does
Yeah.
make a big difference.
Down here there's a lot of like minerals in the water down here. And
Hard
that-
water. Yeah, that's what they call it. Is hard water.
It changes the way things taste, the way it cooks completely.
Yeah,
Even
no,
the way it
I,
feels.
I realize it. Especially where I'm from, up in Springfield, Massachusetts. We still kind of we're known for our water. It's really good. Like you can really just
like
go
fresh from
and
the
you
Alps.
can drink it. Yeah, you can drink it like straight out the tap water. But then we're also getting our water still from reservoirs and stuff. So it does make a difference within the cooking and how the taste will come out, and like you said, how much minerals are in it, and alkaline and all that stuff. So
Right.
yeah,
Kellen, what
definitely.
kind of food did you guys have on the East Coast coming up
Well,
compared to
you're
the
gonna have-
compared to the Southwest?
Of course, you're gonna have your seafood, which is very popular off the coast and
Nice,
off
good
the-
crabs.
And it's fresh. It's fresh, not delivered.
lobsters, and off the harbor.
Yes.
Still go to Boston and stuff. But on my mother's side, we my grandmother is Creole, so I have some Creole in there, and that's a lot of the food I grew up on, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So a lot of like etouffee and gumbo and jambalayas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know that contains a mix of pretty much like African elements with Spanish and Native American elements, along with the European French. So a lot of gravy and all that
Oh,
stuff.
gravy.
and- yeah. So
Like white gravy or like both brown and white gravy?
mainly brown and dark gravy, and
Yeah.
a lot of soups and stuff, but stews. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
You know, something else that we might only know because of where we're from. Potato French fries with gravy.
Oh,
That's how they-
poutine. Yeah.
Poutine would classically have like just cheese curds in it, but like when we're down here, like my mother used to work at the Elks Club, and like she always wanted her French fries with gravy, and everybody thought that was kind of weird because like who puts
nah.
gravy on French fries, right?
Even when I go to Whataburger, I order a side of gravy,
They're great.
and I dip my French fries after in it
That's
and
how-
stuff like that.
That's how
So
you
it's
do it,
just-
man. That's
yeah,
exactly
it's
how you
alright.
do it.
I'll throw in on that gravy. Okay, so before I get to the funny gravy, so Pikachu Peak turned me on to poutine because I didn't know what it was, and they're like, oh hey, we got this gravy, and it's or not gravy, it's French fries with gravy and
It's
cheese.
from the other border.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's interesting. But then going into the other gravy thing, so we do go to Whataburger a number of times because we do shows and we're out late and we're hungry, and Whataburger is the only thing open, and so I'm people this lady says it was weird. She said it was weird. She said it to me.
I thought it was fine.
Because I had it once before, but I order a Whataburger and I want gravy on it. Like, you just put the gravy like how you
She
put
was like,
mustard or
"What?"
something. Yeah, and this lady she was flabbergasted. She was like, that's weird.
Isn't that just kind of like a Salisbury steak on a bun?
And no, and they so you think, oh, I understand it'll probably be messy. I want it. Give me the gravy. And she's like, that's weird. We'll give you a side of gravy. I have to put it on myself still. And I was like, why can't you do it? Like,
So it's all about
it was
perception
it was
too,
impossible
like you just said.
for her to do that.
Even
yeah.
somebody was like, they drove up to me one time. We were getting out of filming, and he was like, "Isn't lasagna just spaghetti cake?"
Oh,
And he just
how could they?
and he just
That's
looked at me,
ins-
smiled, and drove away. And I was just like, epic right there.
Man.
Like,
Epic,
I
wow.
was like,
That's
that is
a
true.
drive-by food attack
You didn't
right
even
there.
know
Ever
the
since
guy
then,
either.
I've never called lasagna. Every time I pertain to it, like I've been on
Yeah.
set and they'll have lasagna, and I'm like, oh, we got spaghetti cake today. Woo! He's looking at me
cake.
like, and then when one person, oh, you're dumb. Like I got you.
What were you talking about earlier? You guys make something lasagna style. Would it be like what kind of cake would that be then?
Like what I was talking about earlier was a chicken enchilada we do with lasagna style.
Okay.
Instead of rolling it up.
So
Which-
it's like a chicken
like
enchilada.
a baked
It's like an
cake.
enchilada cake.
Enchilada cake, chicken cake.
You know,
Chicken
it's like
cake.
you do it in layers.
Yeah.
It is exactly like a cake. You make it's funny. You do make lasagna almost exactly like a cake. Just cooking it in layers, then putting it on the top.
Spaghetti cake.
How come cakes look so nice, but then whenever you go to you go to Sam's Club and you get like it's like dirt cake. You know
It's
what
like
I'm talking-
the dirt cake.
It's like the layers, but it's like there's the sweet version that has the layers, but then there's like the version that has real food in it, and it looks way scarier because you're just all like you're like it doesn't look. It's not like as a aesthetic or like how come like why is that layer like crumbly brown? Is that like what is that like?
You're like,
That's
that
that's
food
not
coloring?
Those aren't Oreos. Like what is this?
it could be the way they cook it,
Yeah.
like the way they put it together,
Or
or it
like-
could even be like the way they just layer it too.
But
just
you guys
because
know
of-
what I'm talking about, like the ones like when you go to like the
Yeah.
go back to like the bakery section and it's in like the frozen because it's not like a cake, it's like a scoop cake kind of thing.
Yeah.
I see
Where
what
they
you're
it's
saying.
like a parfait. There you go. It's like the like
The
when there's
parfait,
when people
yeah.
have like because like I got exposed to a barbecue parfait in Elkhart, Kansas.
What is that?
Because okay, if you've never had real fair food until you've gone somewhere that's so flat that you can't see anything else but sadness. You're just like, look, I'm looking 20 miles that way and it's all nothing. There's like maybe a tree or something. And you're all, that tree's probably like 15 miles away. I'm nowhere near that tree.
The only state
But-
fair I've ever been to was the Vermont State Fair, where they
Nice.
sold like maple syrup candy.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, that
wow.
that I recommend if you ever do that, you need to bring some form
Yeah.
of toothpaste with
Yeah.
you. As soon as you eat it, you'll feel your teeth just starting to rot away.
Yeah.
It tastes delicious, but it'll make you feel like your grandpa losing
Yeah.
his dentures.
So I'll describe to you that parfait. So I ended up in Elkhart because I was touring with this group that invited me to go with them, and that was our last spot. And so I've never experienced like they did fair food so good up there. I was like, yo, if we did this in New Mexico, like people would make so much money, it'd be stupid. And so we get there and I'm all like, we go up to the food and they're like, we have this barbecue parfait. I didn't order the barbecue parfait because I'm not that into barbecue. But it's like it's got like brisket and like mashed potatoes and then the beans, the baked beans, and it's like maybe like another mashed potato. There's like 5 or 6 solid layers in like a clear red Solo cup, and it's packed and it's like $8. They pack it up for you.
That sounds good.
And no, that wasn't even the best part. You know what they had? They got me with the what was it? It was like a I remember now. It was the chicken fried steak loaded potato, and it was a potato like it was those super big Idaho potatoes. Since we're in Kansas, I got it and it was heavy. Like it's heavy. You're like I'm about to eat.
Yeah, those fair potatoes are like
Yeah,
like a
and
whole
so
meal.
and so
Pretty
yeah,
much.
and
See
so
what we're talking about
and
meals.
you get the big potato. They chop up the chicken fried steak. They put the corn, they put the mashed potatoes, and then they cover the whole thing. Or no, they don't do mashed potatoes because it's a baked potato. Then they cover it all in gravy, all of it in gravy.
Wow.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like
Good to me.
and it's like $8, and I'm like, yo, if they had this in
Worth it.
Cruces, people would be sold out.
Yeah.
That's how it'd be with how people eat down here at least.
That reminds me of another potato story at a fair. We had something kind of similar that was smaller than that, but instead of chicken, it was beef.
Oh.
What they did really different was that they fried the potato over the beef, so that it all got like crispy and stuff. Like
Oh, that's next level right there.
that's
sounds
that's another like fair fried.
Another fair. Yeah, we'll have to have a future fair talk and go through our favorite fair foods or something because I like a lot of fair foods.
I
But I
prefer
greasy
unfair
stuff.
foods. They have to cheat to win.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Okay, guys.
But
Well,
yes, cool. Yeah. So or no, yeah. Go ahead, Cody.
That's our 10 minutes.
That's our 10 minutes. Cool.
Yeah. So thank you guys for coming and talk with me again.
Yeah.
Anytime,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm down to
Anytime.
do more of these. These are fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do it.
Do more
Appreciate
podcast
you, Kobe.
interviews. Look at us.
So let me thank our Kellen for coming in from his. He stepped out of the DJ room.
Yeah, of course.
The DJ room, whatever that room is. The room's name.
Control room. and stuff.
There it is.
There it
yeah.
is. I'm looking at it. I can't think of the name of it though.
Base camp.
Hey, we're all putting in a lot of work, so we're a little,
Yeah.
a little burnt out. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
And Armando fucking that sweet Universal's hat.
Yes, thank
that's
you.
nice.
I got it. I got it
Like
at
the colors.
the industry convention for film. Honestly, if you're listening to this and you're in an industry and they have a conference, you should go to it because you meet all the people that are doing it with you. You meet the heavy hitters, and then you just you're a little bit more solid on it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, thank you guys for listening in, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.